Hey, everybody. Welcome to On Track Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022. Let's see what we got in here. Hello, Wigwag. We got Weatherman Harry. Hello, Sparky 107 and 107. Happy Valley Hobbies. Hi, Artie's in there. How you guys all doing? Manny Fernandez. Good afternoon. Good evening, I guess. I'm used to saying good morning. Dwight, Ethan. How's it going? Ethan, first one in today. All right, anybody else I missed? You guys hear me okay? See me okay? Lynn McCurdy, Burris Rail fan. How are you guys doing? I feel like I'm in here. Everything's good, maybe. Model train aficionado. How are you? I thought I'd give you guys a little different backdrop today. So I just did all that fun work back there on the River Valley scene. Steve 87th. How are you, New Ferris? All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, good morning to Artie. Huh. Thanks, Weatherman. I think I'm saying that right. Harry. Let's go Harry. Crooked River guy. Sparky. Funny. Speaking of Sparky, I got my Strasbourg coffee mug in the mail. Sparky 107, 107 on there. And you see, I got like a weird glare going on. Plus, I can't find the dang camera. Hey, Jason, Train Freak, Gary, how are you? Yeah. Finishing supper. Yeah, I haven't ate supper yet. Wife's working late. Probably just eat leftovers, anyways. Thanks, my train aficionado. Yeah, I just posted that. I think it just went up today or yesterday. This morning, maybe I went up. Finally finished editing it. You can see it in the background here. Actually, let me do this. I was gonna move the camera. You'd rather see that than me, anyways. But yeah, it is a nice mug, Artie or Sparky. Jeez, already on the brain apparently. Hey, Joe Raider, how's it going, pal? Yeah, I still got more to do on there, obviously. I'm gonna do the center island right here. I did work on the other side here. Where am I at? Behind my head, actually. Go the other way. I was working on that earlier today. Did some static grass. Got the gravel down. I'm moving a little bit closer. A little bit. Thanks, Manny. They're all super trees. And the combination of Scenic Express and Woodland Scenics between the super leaf material and I use fine ground foam for all that. Man, I feel like I'm in a shadow here. Yeah, so I use the fine stuff for the material. Hey, Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt. How are you, buddy? Yeah, the backdrop. I love the backdrop, actually. It just really, I've always wanted to model fall. And so I decided, at least on the first level, I'm going to go that route. Second level, I'm debating. Maybe I'll go with summertime or who knows. Hey, Presidente. Robert Sacco is here. John Scullykill, good to see you. So, no real, honestly, real plans tonight. I kind of kind of put the video out this morning about that's going to be the last installment of just the valley scenery, you know. Um, I don't think you guys want to keep watching me plant trees, as I go a little further along. When I get to actually doing the river, deciding what I'm going to do here, I'll do a couple, 2, 3 videos maybe on that, while I'm doing it. But if I ever want to get to the river, I need to just start doing. For me, it's hard to do and film, and I worry about having to do all this editing and everything, and it just kind of ends up being one of those deals where it just takes me that much longer. I want to run trains. I'll be honest with you. I got to go to a train show over the weekend. It was pretty cool. It was over here in Mentor, Ohio. I guess it's actually Kirtland. I was at the community college. A little bit smaller than it was last time. I don't know if you guys have experienced that too. But it was still good. Yeah, I actually found some pretty good deals for once. I had some things in mind I was looking for. Actually, they're already on the railroad, so I'd have to go get them all. I don't remember what I did with every single thing. I picked up a couple packs of 53-foot containers. I was looking for containers, 53-footers, and 53-foot trailers for my spine cars, or pup trailers for my spine cars, either way. And I happened to go up to this one booth, and this guy had like 5 boxes they were Bowser? Yeah. Bowser 53-foot trailers. There was 2 Dart, 2 Star. What the hell was the other one? I don't remember. It don't matter. There's 5 trailers though. And you have to put them together, which is fine. They're kids. Actually, I make fun of my son. When my son gets Legos, he likes Legos still. So like at Christmas time and stuff, for his birthday, he always would get Legos. And he would sit there, no matter how many kids he got, he would literally sit there all day, half the night, whatever, until he put the damn things all together. And I always give him, what are you doing, man? Go to bed. Why are you staying up? Blah, 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 Well, that's what I did. I stayed up and built those 5 trailers. I got 2 pup trailers that were UPS, but they were put together, but they needed decals put on them. So I decaled those. What else I found? I went to another. Oh, from that guy, I also bought a Athearn container with the trailer already attached to it. That was probably the most expensive thing I bought. That was like $28. There was like no deal on that one. I think he cut me a couple bucks because I bought those other 5 trailers. So, but hey, Pappy. But yeah, so it was cool. The guy I bought the little pup trailers from, I also bought a 3-pack of Bowser Schneider 53-foot trailers. These are all new kits, So that was cool. Put those 3 together for all my spine cars. So I actually, I did pretty good, man. I found a couple of container cranes. Actually, I should go get the one. It's a little wide though. Wide as in my bench work is as wide as the crane is where I'm going to put them. So. Any of you guys been to any train shows lately? Any good deals out there? But I got to go with my buddy Justin. I don't know if you guys remember. Hey, Chasco, I didn't see you in there. Gooseland. So he went with me on Sunday. I went Saturday. I got my deals on Saturday. I went back Sunday. There's a couple things that I was kind of hemming and hawing on. Should have got them Saturday, but that's okay. Saved me a few bucks by not buying them. Yeah, Goose. Yeah. He was just saying, Pappy, we got to get together and go rail planning again. So, yeah, really had a good time when we went out to Deschler. So, which container crane did you get? Let me go get it because I've never heard of this brand before, and I think it's going to work out really nice. But I don't know. We'll see. I have it over there. Stand by. You know, it's not. I don't know, not overly detailed, but it's not bad. The one, I got two of them. One of them came with a dock. I'm not going to use the dock. It's made by a company called COX. Cox, I guess is how you pronounce it. But let's see if I can get that into the picture. But it's not too bad. If you can see it. It's got little rollers on the bottom. This actually goes up and down. Got little knobs on it. So like I said, it's not like overly detailed. Almost reminds me of a nicer Tyco. Then it goes with this knob. It goes side to side. The only problem is, width-wise, it's almost as wide as the bench work. So I got to figure out how I'm going to run. Like my main line and stuff, I guess it would have to just run on the back side or something, or the front side. But here's the one. This one was unopened. We wanted 20 for this one, and then 25 for the one that had the dock and everything. And I gave him $40 for both of them. I figured, what the hell, you know, I'm gonna paint them gray. Find some CSX logos on there. Let me see if I can. Man, I'm sure I'm gonna mess this up.
Came out of nowhere. But in this economy,
I'm afraid to go anywhere. Let me go into share. Screen. That ain't gonna work. I don't think. No, that ain't gonna work. Oh crap, I don't know if I can do this. If I lose you guys, I apologize. I'm trying to find the photo. I just downloaded it, and then for some reason I didn't leave it up. There it is. All right, now let me see. I can share. Nope, that ain't gonna work. All right. Operator put in the servos. I know somebody said something about Timonium. Oh, that'd be cool, Sparky. UP shops out in Colorado. I definitely would be up for that. You think it'd be about the same time of year, May, like this is? So you can actually send that as a dockside setup. Yeah, actually, if you look in the picture, and there's a dock, I'm not going to go get it, but the one has a dock and everything with it. This one does not. But I had that little sawmill there, I think, when I was a kid on my old layout, that one right there. You could operate, the log would go in and out, and you could have a log cart that would dump off on the side of that. It's kind of neat. So I've never heard of this company before, but it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and paint it up, and if I can figure out how to share this damn picture. Was the Henke one? Was that basically the same thing? There's a different one they're showing on here as well. That looks like some kind of other dockside, bigger type dockside crane or something. Kind of neat though. I think once I paint it, throw some CSX logos on it and stuff. I don't know. I think it'll be just fine. I have the little those MyJack ones. Old scroll. Turn the camera. Well, the problem is that I can maybe show it on my phone. Oh, you never mind. I know what you're saying. Duh. All right, I gotta move the camera, guys, so it'll make you sick. I apologize. Let me just turn. If I could just turn the computer. I don't know if you can see that or not because I can't see the screen. Let me see. Boy, this is crazy. All right, can you guys see that? This is North Baltimore Yard where I went with Pappy and with Gooseland over the summer. I got 7 of those cranes. That crane I just picked up looks real similar to that. I mean, not completely. That is a huge, huge yard there. Intermodal yard. I hope that was in the screen. Try one more time. Well, that's not good. What do I do? There you go. So yeah, that was and there's another picture I have that shows that they do have a bunch of those MyJacks too. They almost look like they use those more like around the yard or something. You seen it? Okay, cool. Good, because I don't want to do that again. I thought I lost you guys for a second. I clicked something and everything went away. So, oh boy, that's not cool. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's detailed enough, and so I'm gonna shoot it gray, put some CSX logos on it, maybe put a number on there for whatever number, number 1, number 2, crane. This one you could tell was front, like on the layout. It's got some dust and stuff on it. I'd like to find somebody who can maybe do a little bit nicer of a, container holder. You know what I mean? Something more modern than that. But it does work, damn it. It's pretty cool. So, and it has these little wheels on the bottoms. You can see them or not. Probably not. So I wonder if I can maybe actually put it in a track. Actually bury a track in a cement, a concrete pad. We'll see how well they work. But again, it's a thought. Boy. There's a German company making those in DCCRC now too. Really? If you could find that, shoot it over there, or find it and put a link in there. How many tracks wide are you going? For my intermodal? I gotta find my plan. I don't even know. I can't remember. Man, it's on the second level. I'm nowhere near that yet. When I saw those, I was like, I wonder if I can make those work. I figured that would be kind of neat. I'm actually debating. I gotta talk to Jason. I think the one area that's not on the peninsula is a little bit wider. Like probably do it on the other area where I was going to put my CSX yard, but I don't know. Like I said, that's all on the second level. So per the plan, it looks like I got my main line, passing siding, arrival track. Now I have 2 tracks actually planned for it, but that's with those MyJack cranes. So with these, I might go, wider. We'll see. Because I'm going to open up into the mouth of this is obviously the peninsula. So this intermodal is down through here. You can't see this for nothing, but up here in the mouth or the top of the peninsula, I'm going to open that up for like container storage and, maybe a little shops in there. Like Pappy was with me when we went out there. There's like a whole, it's such a massive facility. And I'm sure it's not as big as some of them even. Wearing it for DCC. You know what? That's above my pay grade, man. I mean, the layout's DCC, if that's what you're asking, but those cranes, probably just going to be manual. More of a static display probably, but I'll have it so they can move. I'll be able to, if I can make it work that way, I'll move them down and around a little bit here and there. It's Fuller that's making them. I saw that on, the heck site was I on? I think it was Midwest Model Railroad. I saw some kind of crane like that, and it was like $350, man, on sale. The financial director said no. Damn it, I had 2 of them in the cart. It was either that or car payment and house payment and all that stuff. Stupid responsibilities. But let me bring the camera over. See, I got a tree falling over there. Over to what I was working on today. So I've showed you guys how I do the furnace filter vines, and then obviously static grass and all that kind of stuff. %. Pay raise, that'd be nice. Those 2 cranes, Anthony, have wheels, like for rails, like to go on rails, not tires, but railroad wheels. I guess it'd be railroad wheels. Railroad, I can't even say the word. Your cart. I'm gonna buy them and send them to me, man. Thanks. Yeah, I was being sarcastic. There's no way. Although, it's not like I haven't spent that much on a locomotive before, so, I was just going to go with the MyJack, but I have one built, and I think I have 2. No. I have one that's still a kit, and I have one built from the old layout. And then I don't remember if I bought a 3rd one or not. I bought so much crap since I tore this layout down. I bought I did find a guy that was selling the modern engine house from Walthers. So I got to build that. I got a good price on that. This has been a while back. I got that for actually a steal. If all the parts are there. He said the box was open, but it looks like they were all there. So he laid out all the parts for me. And he didn't have instructions. So I went on Walder's website and I was able to download the instructions. So he sent me a bunch of pictures of all the parts. And they were all on the sprues still. So I was going through the instructions and trying to see if I could make sure all the sprues were there and looked good to me. So, so I got to build that thing. I got so many kits to build. It's crazy. Too many. But so what I was doing today, because I told you I'm going to try some different methods. I was watching a guy. Now, guys, I didn't mention it, but I want to mention it because I feel like I should. I'm not taking credit for that furnace filter stuff. I've watched so many videos from other people on YouTube and that, just like the rest of you guys. That furnace filter idea is from Trackside Scenery, Joey Ricard. So for those that don't know that, he does a way better job of explaining it than I do. So I should go back into that video and just put a link to that if in case somebody wants to check it out. But yeah, he's the one that I got the idea from Trackside Scenery. Same guy that did my backdrop. Anyways, same thing with what I'm going to show you now. It was, I don't remember who I saw it from. It was a YouTuber, though. I think somebody from over the pond there. I don't know. There's that one guy, that one was it him, that Swedish guy or Dutch guy, something like that. Yeah, so my daughter's home. I can hear her phone going. So I just run a video on that. What's that, Pappy? You talking about them vines? Yeah. No, I mean they're easy. They're easy. Really are. But I just want to, just reiterate that it was not my original idea. I mean, most of the things I do, I may modify them some, maybe in my opinion, improve on things. Some things, not everything. It's my interpretation of doing it. So I show you my method, and not a how-to. It's how I do. Like most we all say, it's how I do. Take it or leave it. Take it how you want. But I think they came out good. I'm happy with them. I'm still going to go with that method too. But here, let me show you this other method with this camera. And move my chair out of the way. This room is big until it isn't. You start getting all these things in here. So stand by. Gotta move everything with it. All right, so I had to yell at my kid. She's being so loud up there with her phone, watching a video or something. All right, anyways, here's the static grass and stuff I did today. Still wet. So yeah, I did, and this is, like I said, it's still damp. I'm gonna fade that out, kind of like I did the other side over there. It's got some grass growing in it, and I'm gonna it won't be as thick as that. I am gonna probably have more of like a rock edge on that. That's one thing I was gonna go back for the other day. I did go back to see, but the guy had already sold it off. They had the Woodland Scenics molds for the creek rocks to lay in the bed, then also for like the side molds. I thought it'd be kind of cool. He had them for like $9 a piece, and I hemmed and hawed on it, and then I didn't get them, and then they were gone. So, oh well. So I did some static grass in here today, up in the back there. But what I wanted to show you, I'll move it again. Sorry, guys, if I'm making you sick. Thanks, Pappy. What's the scenery? So, got a short leash here on the camera. So, this is a different type of material. It's not the, what do you call it, vines? The furnace filter vines. This is made out of polyfiber batting. Like batting that you would make a quilt with. Let's ponder that a little bit. Let me go get it and show you what I mean. I thought about actually making some on air, but it's pretty damn messy and messy enough I didn't want to do it on air. But it's all good. So it's kind of like a ground cover. You can make it flat as you want. I was trying to kind of tease it up a little bit to make it look a little bit like vines and stuff. I don't know. I like it. I think I like the other stuff a little better, but I think this would be nice for like a field or something more. You know what I mean? Hey, Ralph. How are you? John Arthur. John? Oh, hey, John. Hey, John, the backdrop looks good, man. Joey got that all set up. Nice for you. I was watching your video earlier today. So, anyways, guys, this came in a big roll. It is polyfiber. And you just take it and you can separate this real carefully into like the 4 different, you really get like 4 sheets out of this, honestly, if you do it gentle enough. I just cut them into like little pieces, squares. These were strips. I should have left a piece that I'd already done to show you. But I should be able to split this again. Do it careful enough. You want to get it like really, like almost wispy. You could see through it it's like a window screen. But it gets a little harder to split it, obviously, the thinner you go. Hopefully that's getting in the camera. Trying. Kind of easier if you go from the outsides in. What time is it? You could buy all this stuff, And that's the funny thing. I've said it right along. I'll spend, man, I got a terrible, like my lighting sucks over here for this camera. It's on the list of things I have to finish. I got to get back to bench work and finish doing like my balances and lighting and stuff. I bought some lighting. Ron Strange and things. If you watch the one thing on lighting he did, I bought those ones he recommended. I think Eric from IMRRO or whatever railroad, he uses them too. See how thin it is? Like thinner than like a dryer sheet. And I painted in black. This one I need to split again. I think it might be okay. It looks a little thicker, but I painted it. You can paint it green. I just had black. Yeah, I just use what I had. As long as it's dark. You're going to cover it with ground cover and stuff anyhow. So, what the heck. Um, so, but it's pretty easy to do. And then what I use is for that, the first coat, I use like the spray glue to really get it stuck on there. You know what I mean? So I would recommend that. And then you could add to it using the hairspray. Now, I guess what you could do is when you are spraying this, if you do this out, I'm not going to do it in my house because I don't want the smell. But if you were to do this outside and you're spraying it, same thing with those furnace filters. You know, tear off your pieces the way you want it, the way you want it to look, and then like if you go to the Trackside Scenery video, that's what he does. The first coat is when he hits it with the spray paint. He coats that, uses the spray paint as a glue, you know, and you could do that too. But he was well ventilated. I'm not well ventilated here in the basement. I literally have two little windows, little vent windows on the glass block. You know, most of you guys know what they look like. So I am going to move the camera again, guys. So all right, sit back where I was. So I mean, you could do that as your first coat for like glue, if you go with the spray paint or whatever. But I didn't do that. If it would have been summertime, I would have done it. Because I would have probably worked on that outside. Same thing with building my trees. I would have done them outside as well. I'm going to try it with the leaves used for my super trees. I mean, you're going to kind of stretch it or do little pieces of it. Hey, Dawson, Girlfriend Adventure, how are you? Hillbilly Railroad, Scott, what's up? Good to see you in here. You could do that too. I've made trees. Oh, hell, I don't even know where we're at now. I got a damn box of trees somewhere. What do I do with them? That's what I mean. They still got stuff everywhere. And I've taken like just, what do you call it? Like sticks, you know, like a branch, small branch that you can make it look like a tree. You know what I mean? And I've taken and just kind of like done this with little piece and just like really spread it out thin. I just made like a canopy out of that and tried to make it not look just round. Came out okay. I've seen people do it with like just taking little I don't want to say puff balls of it, but just like a little piece off and put that like on like a branch, then like individual instead of doing like a whole canopy. Then use like your tree leaf material on that. So I mean that's an option too. So it splits pretty easy. This stuff, you know, it's almost like when you get the webbing for like Halloween, the spider webs and stuff. That's what it reminds me of. Hi, Ball and Hogger, how are you, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Let's go over some scenery stuff. But, you know, I've done like videos on me doing things, like making stuff here. And I feel like it's really hard. I'm just talking to my wife about this because I always feel like with On Track Tuesday, I feel bad because I feel like I need to give you guys more than just sitting here BSing. That's what I do on my Thursday morning show. That's just kind of, we just chit chat about whatever. It's laid back, just talk about subjects, you know, train related. We try to stay train related. I don't want to get into like politics and things like that. I got to keep Artie in line. He always tries to get me off track with that stuff. He's a bad boy, that Artie. come out.
He still looks like he's just a taller version of his
But
facial self.
it's hard to watch the chat. I think when I was doing, was it scenery on the lift, on the swing gate, when I was doing that scenery over there? I feel there's one of the trailers there behind the snowplow that I picked up. The Bowser trailer. We got my blanket up. Trying to block the sound out of the furnace room when the furnace kicks on. Never get Wilmer talking about politics. Oh boy. Yeah, Wilmer, what material did you use on a completed fiber base by the bridge? Fiber base. What do you mean, John? It's pink foam with Sculptamold on top, homemade Sculptamold. I did a video on that. I used over in here and over on the other side there too. That's all Talus from Woodland Scenics, and actually ballast and stuff, different sizes of ballast. And I did static grass. Most of that's light green, a little bit of dark green mixed in. 2 millimeters, 4 millimeters, 7s, and 12s. Kind of layered them, John. The one of the fiber that's done, I meant. The fiber I was just showing. Back over here. That's this stuff. It's the material on top of that is standby. A little bit of everything really, but I think it was Scenic Express and their turf. Some super leaf in there, probably a couple pieces here and there. Just fine material. So when I was making it, and then this here, I don't know if you guys remember the show I went to in October. I got a ton of materials. Not these colors. I had to buy all these colors for the fall. This is all the Scenic Express flock and turf scenic texture. That's what you're talking about. But there's some blended turf in there too, I think. That's one that I got. I paid $30 and I got like 8 or 10. Like some of them were full. Some of it wasn't colored though. It was different shades of green, spruce, different stuff like that. Anyways, I really like this color here. I have no idea what it is actually. It just says light fern ground cover shaker, Scenic Master. I have no idea who that's by. I mean, actually, this stuff is so old. It's real fine though, and it's so damn old that I had to actually dig down in there to kind of unclump it. So when I was making the trees and some of the other stuff, I have a big tin pan, and I just kind of, as I'm spreading it on them, I end up, all this gets mixed up. So I have all the colors I was using just mixed in there. Being I'm doing fall, I figured it would look like some leaves on the, on the material itself, on those vines themselves. The leaves are going to turn. Plus, then I kind of figured, leaves from the other trees falling off would, blow into those vines and get stuck. And I don't know. Sounded pretty good to me. But this is what I used on there, mostly. And that's what I did with the mat. I sprayed it down with that spray glue. And basically, it was in that pan. I just laid it in there and just kind of, almost like you're breading a piece of chicken or something, or a pork chop. You just take all the breading and just kind of toss it in there and whatever. Used to sell that back in the 90s at the hobby shop. What's that? The Scenic Master? Scene Master? What is it? It's a Walters product or something, no? Or like a Lifelike. It looks like Lifelike. You know what I mean? Oh, it says use with white glue or lifelike landscaping cements. Yeah, it must be a lifelike product. I mean, damn, I guess if I'd read once in a while, I'd learn something. But this looks like it was distributed by Walters. It's like a distributed thing on there. I don't want to turn it. Oh, I guess I got the lid on. But if you go down here, you can't really read it. It just says use lifelike cement. It's not going to focus. Give me a jerk. But that's it. I mean, just kind of been playing with different colors. I don't remember if I didn't glue this in, I'll show you. If I break it, I'm going to be pissed. All right. So, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. Now, if you go and watch that Boomer Diorama, Boomer, is that his name? Boomer Diorama. He was showing how to do like different trees. So this is a super tree that I was messing around with. I was trying to do some like pine trees out of it. So I like the way it came out. I think it came out all right. So what I did was I took some 12 millimeter static grass, put that on there. I used well, actually I dabbed on some Mod Podge matte medium first, sprinkled that on there, did a little hairspray, sprinkled a little more of the longer stuff, let it dry. Then I did, hey Matt Osterberry, thanks. Then I hit it with a finer, like it has to be like a 2 millimeter. So I hit it with this and this. This doesn't say what this is on there. But he was making one. I was watching a video on one he was making. He made it out of wire. So I just screwed around one morning. And so I was using the 12. That's Woodland Scenics. And after it dried, I put some of this Woodland Scenics static grass flock. It's a medium green. But it honestly does not say how long it is, but it's very fine. So I just kind of sprayed that on there, sprinkled it real lightly. And those little fibers stuck to the bigger fibers to make it a little more full. Seamaster is by Walters. Okay, Ralph. Like I said, I learn something new all the time. But like I said, that was I got a bunch of stuff in October at the show. They had a tub of all these different scenery materials. So I picked out the ones I thought I would use color-wise and stuff. And he made me a deal. He said, I think I paid $30 and I got 7 or 8 of these things for $2. I'm not supposed to get this from now. Gotta find a hole I got it from.
And her mom.
So, sorry, guys. Make sure I get it back where I got it. It looked pretty good where I had it.
It all happened during COVID.
All right. And that takes time too because there we go. I was trying to make these trees and stuff as I needed them to put them in like specific spots. So I didn't just make a bunch of trees. If I was doing green, I probably would, but I was trying to be real strategic while I was putting different trees because I didn't want to get too many red ones, too many orange ones together. I was trying to get a rugby season starting this week. I'm trying to make hay bales. I've done that. Crap, who did I see did that? I watched it a while back. I made really nice hay bales. Hey, Bernard. Yeah, thanks, John. I was just experimenting with it. Was playing around with some that I made out of twine. I wasn't crazy about the way these turned out, though. Not after the super trees. I didn't like them the way they looked together. They looked too uniform. So I have a whole box of these from the old layout. I was trying to add some. Originally, I did them with sawdust, colored sawdust, So I'm trying to like update them because they were just falling apart. Half the sawdust had fallen off. So I want to redo them, But I do like the stuff he makes, the Boom and Diorama. That guy used to do something for a living, didn't he? Wasn't he like some kind of I don't know, works for like a movie studios or artist stuff. The guy's amazing. The work he does is amazing. A lot of you guys too, though. I'm amazed by a lot of you guys. I get a lot of good ideas. Enjoy watching. Yeah, John's got some. You got some really good work there, man. I've learned a lot from you. I can't wait to try the teddy bear fur. I have to figure out where I want to try it at, and then buy it and go back and watch the video you did on it. Also, is it Stephen Bennett? Steve Bennett. He did one on that fur too. So between the two of you guys, hopefully I'll be able to piece together something. If it don't look good, it's probably not that expensive. So it don't come out right, then whatever. That's like all this stuff. If you do something that don't look good, just tear it up and start over. Like as far as like laying down the scene, the vines and stuff. I'm not talking about tearing up the whole layout. I mean, I guess you could do that too, but thanks, Ralph. And as far as that goes, if it doesn't, just keep trying, man. I don't claim to be good at any of this. I just try to learn, and I have like I call it self-diagnosed OCD. Like if things don't look like they're right, it'll drive me nuts. I have to move. I mean, it could be just a little, like if I have a hole in there for a tree to be planted, I may move it over like a fraction just because it just doesn't look right. It drives me crazy. Hay bales aren't a fall thing. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm going to have some kind of farm somewhere. In fact, I thought about having it over there, where all those bottles and stuff are in that area. But then I was thinking about either a trailer park up there or like a campground, just something that's going to be more like rural, in this area. I'm going to have enough industrial type areas because once you come around there and you get to the corner and then you go down, you can see through all that mess. There is a grain elevator, You won't be able to see it once they get the backdrops on the peninsula. So I'm trying to keep it a little more rural. And being that I only have like 16 inches between decks, I couldn't really do too much like elevation change, like mountainous or anything. Now on the second level, I'm debating I might go a little bit more. Problem with that is the area that I decided to model was for that intermodal yard, and that's like flat middle of Ohio, just some rolling hills, nothing crazy. But I might try to do a little bit of something. We'll see. I was kind of limited, the two levels, and just because I didn't want to have like a 4% grade. I have mostly between a 2 to 2.5. Might have got a little off. I don't think I'm at a 3 anywhere, but tried to keep it as close to a 2% grade as I could. Hey, that guy's crazy good, man. He uses all kinds of cool products too that you have to buy like at an art supply place, some of that modeling paste and that. Like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I think you can get that stuff there. But But and that's why I'm actually kind of debating. I'm gonna go back and watch how he did his water. I thought I would just do the pour, the whatever resin stuff, or epoxy, not resin. But I'm not so sure. I don't know. Kind of think I still want to. Just use some standard resin, putting a wrap on there. What does that mean? Oh, you mean talking about the hay bales, Steve? What are you talking about with that? What is the story with the second level? No, this is the second level up here. And that back there is the top of my climb. It runs all the way around. You can see the Tropicana cars down through there. That's the climb as it goes around the wall. All the way around, down. You can't really see it too much. But it starts over here. It goes around the back wall. And then back up. It comes up behind me. Right there in the corner where those trees are is where it comes level. And right about where the track cleaning car is, that's about where it comes out on the second level. Luke Town. Yeah, I think he did do that. Hay bales. He's done a lot of good work too. Yeah, Matt was asking about the second story. There's going to be a balance up or second level, a balance above it for lighting and stuff. Oh, Boomer did Hollywood, so that's okay. Cuts out on the hay. So that's where you got the teddy bear fur from Bennett? Yeah. You did a nice job on yours. So, I mean, you could definitely go to your channel. Anybody wants to see how to do it. But yeah, he did it. Really, really great job on it too. Trying to catch up on the chat. Hey, Tom Strange, how you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna go help him out. I'll be back.
I had so much fun when we went and met at the Suncoast Model Railroad Club there with Robert and Jim Tedesco a few weeks back. In fact, that is I didn't do it last week. Jim did last month. Jim and Boomer did the show. I forgot about that because I ended up switching my schedule around so I could leave to go to Florida early or something like that. Then I couldn't get out of work in time to do the show. Got stuck there. I should have been able to do it, but I ended up working Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Yeah, because I worked Sunday that week, Monday, then I did Tuesday instead of my Wednesday, which gave me an extra day on my little break, little time off. So I did that, and they needed the help more that night, so I did it. But then I couldn't get out. You can't just leave the patients. You have to. Somebody has to. Somebody has to take over for her. Boomer rocks. He's a great monitor. And your trainer, that was amazing. As far as cranes, look out for Cox Trainscapes. You can get them cheap sometimes. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Were you here when I had that out? What did I do with it? I picked a couple of these up at the train show over the weekend. This one here. I got one that was already built, and then this one. There's new in the box. He let me open the box to make sure that it was actually in there. So, But yeah, I'm gonna modify them a little bit, paint them up at least, and decal them. It looks a little bit more like what I'm trying to model. More of a modern, believe it or not, a little more of a modern looking crane than just those high my jacks, whatever they call those. I'll use those too, but the other models, that and grain are my two main commodities, really. Yeah, Boomer is definitely awesome. Almost intimidatingly awesome. You know what I mean? But in a good way, in a good way. Like you kind of want to strive to be as good as he is with scenery, you know. And like you said, somebody was saying earlier, he does like you're talking about the round bales, Happy Valley. Yeah, I see a lot of those too. I see those more like when I used to run like down southwest, up like in Texas. They used to use those. Oklahoma, they use. I mean, they use them up here too. But back when I was running over the road, that's when I was seeing those a lot. Back in the '90s, early '90s. Daily, what you lay out? As the fall colors in their prime, that backdrop behind you just puts me right in the middle of football season. Yes, sir, John. That's you know, I don't like wintertime that much. I mean, I like winter for a minute and then it could go away. But fall's always been my favorite time of year. But I've been always like with the railroad. The last one, I was just too afraid to try. A couple times I tried to make fall colored trees. They came out looking really bad. I was not happy with them. But fall, especially this time of fall, is right smack in the middle of it before, like everything's pretty much turned, but it's not like where they're all bare already, like they're half bare. Because I was thinking about trying to put some bare trees in or something. I still may try. But if you look at the backdrop, it's full. I don't see any bare trees in there. The problem I'm trying to figure out what's the best colored grass to use. I kind of went with a lighter green, but that could be also spring too. You know, I didn't want to go with dark green, but I guess the grass is still pretty green going through like September, October. You know, before you start to get that freezing rain and stuff. I might try to hit it maybe with a little bit of tan, like with the airbrush or something, you know. Oh, there you go, tan grass. Actually, the tall stuff, late fall is kind of tan, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. So far, I'm happy with the way this is coming out. You know, again, like I said, I don't claim to be like the best, but I like doing scenery. This is the part that I find fun. Other than running trains, you know, some guys get into all the signaling and the block detection and all that. I kind of started to do that. It's still kind of like him and Han. I'm like, I don't understand it all. It's all too technical sometimes for me. Dinner's ready. My wife. Yeah, and then I do like ops. Like right now with the bridge being out, obviously, I haven't been able to really run. I mean, I can run to a point, then I gotta run backwards. I can't really turn around or go all the way around right now. So that's why I said I'm probably not gonna do any more videoing of the valley scenery until I get to doing the river. And then I'll video that. Because I just want to make some quick progress and get back to it, you know. Anthony, it stays pretty green here unless we get a lot of rain and cold rain. You know, then it starts to turn faster. It just kind of depends on the year. We've been staying a little warmer longer in the fall than we used to. I feel like the seasons are kind of shifting a little bit. Maybe not, but then you start to get like that muddy looking green. In fact, I saw somebody on eBay was selling some stuff. It actually called grass was called muddy. It looked like green with a lot of like brown tones in it. I may pick some up just for fun, just to try it. I am modeling like Middle Ohio. It is basically the what do you call it? I can never remember the name of it. I think we're North Baltimore, Ohio, Deshler, Ohio. I won't be able to really see it on here. This map. It's a Willard subdivision, though. It runs kind of like, I'm trying to see, kind of right in here. This is all. I hate doing this backwards, but Ohio, you get to Cleveland's over there, Toledo. You're running south out of Toledo, and you come through Deshler and over towards like Columbus, over that way. You run into the Willard sub, and then Garrett sub in Indiana. I think it's Garrett, but it's all pretty much flat land. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. You get some rolling hills and stuff. I mean, nothing's ever really flat. I mean, you're going to have some variation, but it's not mountainous. That's kind of why I went with this backdrop, because it's kind of flat. Like, you don't see a lot of like variation in like hills and mountains back there. He does make them, but what I'm going to do probably by the grain elevators, he makes the same backdrop, and you can get like cornfields and stuff added in. Yeah, I guess that's true. It kind of thins out, then it flattens, you know. But as you can see, I'm going to sign off. We're actually past 8 o'clock, and my dinner is ready and getting cold, and I have to go to bed in an hour. So I don't want to be eating at 9 when I'm supposed to go to bed. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Next week, we're back to Wilmer, I believe. We're on Track Tuesday. What size grass was that under the trees you showed us this morning? It's a combination of, in the very back here, against the rock face, is more that vine material. I did that, so it's a little bit more cushy, if you will, more underbrush and stuff. But all this is a combination of 2 millimeters, and then I did the 7 and the 12 on top. So I do the short grass, vacuum it up, and then I'll go ahead and shoot it with a little hairspray. Then I'll do the next size, kind of layering it and building it up. And it's still kind of hard. Some of it's still laying flat, kind of making me a little not happy about that, but it's okay. A lot of this is not going to be seen anyways. It's like all that's going to be mostly behind a bridge. So I had to force myself to stop screwing around with it, because a lot of it's just going to be for naught, unless I'm down here, like taking video up like the bridge or something, or through, or maybe if I put a camera in the back there, shining up this way through, which I may do. I mean, I like doing that stuff too. I'd like to get something other than my cell phone to do videos with, and do stuff like that. And I want to get one of those little cube cameras or whatever you could run on a flat car or whatever, so I could do like run-alongs and stuff, ride-alongs. That's all kind of cool. But Andy, hey, Andy, there you are. See ya. And Jim Tedesco too. Yeah, guys, I'm getting ready to get off. But we were just talking about the video I put out about the trees, and I was kind of showing a little bit on how I make that stuff. Some other ground cover. Maybe I'll make a video on that and throw it up a little how I do on that. There's plenty of videos on it, but I mean, you guys want me to, I can. It's not a big deal. I gotta make more anyways, so I'll just film it when I make it. But I figure that's gonna be nice. That polyfill is gonna be nice to like spread out like for a field, you know, and get a little bit of the variation and then the bumpiness or whatever of the field, so you're not using so much actual product. I think that will work out nice. So, all right, guys, I am going to take off, and I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys are up, and then on Thursday mornings, 8:30, I do my CRNE morning brew every Thursday. And we just kind of do this. A little less purpose, but it's fun. I enjoy it. I think everybody that joins in seems to enjoy it. So yeah, feel free to jump in. And like I said, Wilmer will be doing the show next week. I don't know if Sparky's doing his show tomorrow. He usually goes on at 7 on Wednesdays. Thursday night, I got the Thursday morning, and Thursday night you got Short Line Thursday with Jim Tedesco at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then you got your Canadian guys, the Third Rail Thursday guys, 8 o'clock Thursdays. And then Artie has his show. I missed it again this week, buddy. I totally forget about it, man. I get to do other shit and I forget about it. But he's on 8 p.m. here in the States, Eastern. I have no idea what time it is over there in Australia, but it's more like daytime, morning, whatever for him. But it's 8 p.m. for us over here. On Saturdays, he usually does a live stream. What is that? Conyers next week, Anthony? I don't know what that is. Randy? Dave Piper, I didn't know you were in there. How you doing? Oh, horse show. That fun. Probably be later in the summer for me. All right. Again, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye for now. See you in the other streams this week. Bye.